I've been avoiding everybody calling it a pick'em fight.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, it could go either way, but I'm going to go with Crawford.
It's like I always loved Mayweather. I think Mayweather's the best boxer in history.
Really?
Yeah, I liked Mayweather. I was a huge fan
Best
of Mayweather.
boxer in history?
Yeah.
Ahead of Ali?
Yeah. I mean, Ali's Ali, right? But Mayweather's never lost. It's hard to, he's never lost to anybody. And
Stephen A. Smith has just shared his shocking prediction about a potential showdown between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford. On the other hand, Paulie Malignaggi argued that Mayweather faced true champions like Cotto and the young Canelo Alvarez, suggesting Crawford's opposition hasn't been on the same level. Malignaggi went on to say that a prime Mayweather versus a prime Crawford would have been an incredible fight, one worthy of being mentioned alongside the greats like Sugar Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Robinson.
Mayweather, I thought, took on some pretty tough 154-pounders and it was in a young Canelo and a very tough Cotto who was punching very hard from 4 to 54. You know, remember Cotto had knocked out Delvin Rodriguez at 54. He'd still done some damage at 54, and I thought
won a title at 60.
Yeah, and I thought he knocked out Martinez at 60, and I thought he gave Mayweather a pretty good fight at 54. I don't know. I can't say I disagree or agree. I just think that Mayweather, because it's so far away, so long ago, you know, and people sort of start to underestimate the things he did. You know, people talk about Canelo takes his repertoire from the Mayweather repertoire. No, he doesn't. Mayweather fought ex-champions. This guy's fighting guys who will never even smell, may never smell a belt in their life, and he was fighting them. So. You know, Mayweather, even if you're saying, oh, he didn't fight the very best, he still fought champions and ex-champions, even at 47, even at 54. So, I don't know, man. The comparison, listen, Crawford-Mayweather would have been an amazing fight in their prime, just like you insert Ray Leonard in there, just like you insert Ray Robinson.
Moreover, trainer Greg Hackett highlighted how Mayweather's confidence, ring IQ, and complete skill set truly stood out in his fight against Canelo Alvarez. By contrast, Hackett noted that Terence Crawford looked less sharp in his recent bout, since he was still figuring out Israel Madrimov as the fight unfolded.
Of course you got to give it to Floyd. Floyd at that time, Ben, what's up? Floyd at that time versus Canelo was in total confidence. His skill set, his IQ, you know what I'm saying? Everything he do, he was just a complete fighter that night. But I feel like was up against a lot because he was fighting a guy that we knew something about, but we didn't know too much about. People don't understand how much a fighter could be thrown off by what he don't know. And the reason it throws you off is because you're actually learning about the fighter while you're in there. That's what Bud went up against that night. That's why he didn't look so great. To me, I could be wrong, but he didn't look so great to me because he was learning a lot about Madrimov while he was in there with Madrimov, opposed to Floyd Mayweather fighting Canelo, and we already know what this is. You know what I'm saying? And it's totally different styles, but I still got to give it to Mayweather. His confidence, his endurance, I mean, his speed, his ring generalship. You know what I mean? It's just a lot that he brought to the table that night.
And then Andrew Tate revealed he sees Mayweather as the greatest boxer ever, admiring his precision, sharp mind, and victories without ego, built on defense, endurance, and paydays wiser than knockouts.
I always loved Mayweather. I think Mayweather's the best boxer in history.
Really?
Yeah, I liked Mayweather. I was a huge fan
Best
of Mayweather.
boxer in history?
Yeah.
Ahead of Ali?
Yeah. I mean, Ali's Ali, right? But Mayweather's never lost. It's hard to, he's never lost to anybody. And I liked him because he was so clinical and so precise, and he took his ego out of it and said, I want to have a longer career than everyone else. So I'm going to focus on not getting hit and hitting him. I may not get the knockout. I don't need the knockout. I've won. Just win, clinical, chess. Win, payday. Win, payday. Your fight was boring. 100 bill, whatever, 100 mil, whatever. Yeah, boring, cool. Next, win. He was really smart. So I like Mayweather. He's someone I've always looked up to, and I really.
But Stephen A. Smith declared Terence Crawford the greatest fighter alive, the true pound-for-pound king, proving it in the four-belt era, where he rose to undisputed glory as world champion.
I've been avoiding everybody calling it a pick'em fight.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, it could go either way, but I'm going to go with Crawford.
Terence Crawford is the best fighter on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this four-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion.
Oscar de la Hoya admitted Floyd Mayweather was the finest trainer he ever had. And if Floyd ever faced Terence Crawford, he'd reshape his style, becoming something new, showing the world just how great he is.
Floyd
for me, is the best trainer I've ever had in my life. He would revitalize his style. He would make him a new fighter. That's how great Floyd is.
Max Kellerman explained that though Floyd Mayweather's resume stands taller, Terence Crawford has displayed greater courage to face anyone.
Wild, because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, then I didn't, but then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Oh, yes.
That makes a difference.
Jeff Mayweather highlighted Floyd's victory over a young Canelo as proof of his brilliance, while recognizing the spark of promise Canelo carried so early in his career.
Also, if we remember, Canelo at that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw, and then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course. And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So.
What was Canelo? What? 20 something? 20 what? 23? 25?
Yeah, he was. Very, very young in the game, obviously.
Errol Spence Jr. said Floyd Mayweather's ring IQ and legendary skill set placed him on another level, securing his legacy as one of boxing's greatest in history.
It's a little different because, Floyd's just different. I feel like he's the best fighter. I don't know about all time. He might be the best fighter all time. If not, he's close 2-3, and not by far. So it's just it's a little bit different things that Floyd does. And Floyd was a lot older when I sparred him, and it's just certain things that he does that that's real tricky. Like the guy we get in the clinch, he was like squeezing my nose, and so I couldn't breathe and stuff like that. So it's just certain things that he do in there. Just veteran stuff, just veteran all-time type stuff he was doing.
He added that while a Crawford versus Mayweather showdown lives only in imagination, Floyd's mental sharpness and psychological edge forever set him apart from everyone else.
Floyd would beat Crawford, would you think? I know that's just a fantasy matchup.
Man, I don't know.
I'm reaching,
I don't get into all that.
Yeah.
I don't know who went out. Sugar Ray Robinson and Floyd. I don't know.
But Floyd was the best work, just like mental games, everything.
Oh yeah, mentally, by far, I feel like he's the best. He's the best man.
Robert Garcia said that while Terence Crawford carved history by becoming undisputed in a prime-for-prime showdown, he'd still lean toward Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao, yet place Crawford firmly among the all-time greats.
Mayweather never became undisputed. He's a 5-division champion, but never became undisputed. Never really followed that unification, stuff like that. So I think when it comes to accomplishments, I think he's already done more. Do I, in a fight, I probably still pick Mayweather. Both in the prime, I would probably pick Mayweather to win. Just like I would probably pick Pacquiao to win, both in the prime.
Ooh, to beat Crawford.
Yeah, I think so.
Prime for prime? Nice.
Yeah. But is Crawford one of the greatest of all time? 100%. Definitely he is.
Shane Mosley said Terence Crawford brings reminders of Jose Luis Castillo, the one man who troubled Mayweather, noting Crawford's power, reach, switch hitting, and relentless pressure could test Floyd's defense and drag him into a difficult fight.
The only person that I see that I can kind of like equate to, and this I think Crawford would have the edge, is Castillo, when Castillo fought Mayweather the first time. And fights like that, Mayweather has problems with Crawford. Because Crawford hits hard, Crawford's very strong like I am. He has all the same long arms, like I said, southpaw right-handed, and he's coming to get you. He don't care about the Philly defense style, whatever style he don't care about that. He's trying to get you. and he's going to make sure the combination is going to be hit. So you have to either hurt Crawford and get some respect or something. But he's going to be on you. So that would be a fight that I would see.
The only fighter I can compare him to, and the one I believe Crawford would edge, is Castillo. When Castillo first fought Mayweather, in battles like that, Mayweather found problems. Crawford is difficult because he's strong, relentless, built like me. He's got those long arms, switches southpaw to orthodox, and always comes forward. He doesn't respect the Philly defense or any style. He just keeps pressing, determined to land. His combinations never stop flowing. So against him, you either hurt Crawford to earn respect, or he's going to stay on you all night. That's why I see it. A fight where Crawford forces Mayweather into places few ever could, testing every ounce of his defense, endurance, and willpower inside the ring.